G'day, Danny Hoyland here for the Rockley Hotel, family owned and operated, open from 9am daily, lunch from 11:30am till 2:30pm, got dinner from 5pm till 9pm, there's a great TAB plus Keno, 20 of the latest gaming machines, drive-through open from 9am every day, and on Wednesdays only, rump steak served with chips, salad and sauce, only $19. That's great value. The Rockley Hotel at 1337 Ipswich Road at Rockley.
We're back. Getting your arts into gear on a Tuesday morning with Glenn Smith. We're making our way through the cavalcade of stars that are literally in the waiting room. And we have our next victim. Person that we're interviewing.
The reason is the art scene is so
I see you
awesome
put
in
your hat
Ipswich.
back on.
I
Well
did
done,
put my
by
hat
the
back
way.
on. Well,
Yeah.
I thought, you know.
Yeah.
I had to match.
Need to match it
We're
up.
fair now.
Yeah, love it.
Plus,
Good.
you said the shine was coming off my head, so yeah. But anyway, mate, what I've got. Now I'm going to get your name wrong again. Steve Mondale.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Hey!
Yeah, we only practiced at 18, 19 times.
Oh, so that's okay. A little bit slow. It is Tuesday morning. But look, Steve, we've got you in today because you've got some pretty exciting news happening. On this Saturday, you got a performance, of course, at Studio 181.
188.
188.
That's why did I have all these names?
No,
One-
188.
188.
It's three
okay.
doors down, yeah.
Okay, 3 doors down. Yeah, mate, you've
Good
got a
band,
performance
eh?
happening, but you're also launching a song that you've written and performing.
Yeah, a debut single came out called Long Haul Flights. It's available on all the streaming services now. But yeah, that's the celebration is sort of for that release.
Okay,
yeah.
and it's Long Haul Flights. Now,
Yeah.
tell me a little about the song because I actually did read the preview and it sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, so it was written sort of before I went over to LA to do a bit of study at the Los Angeles College of Music, and sort of thinking about like the flight over there and just kind of how lucky I am to be able to do something like that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's a little
I go to
cost
Goodna for
prohibitive.
something I get excited. Yeah.
Yeah, a little cost prohibitive generally. So it was sort of reminding me of like kind of getting like my wife and I always wanted to have that wedding of like, you know, Elvis in Vegas and stuff. And again, you know, quite a cost prohibitive sort of exercise, that one. So yeah, so it's about that really. It's that kind of like needing to try and scrape money together to like get a ring, do all of that, and then things just keep happening, right? Like, you know, cars break down, job losses, all that sort of thing. So yeah, it all just sort of like molds in and
Well, Glenn's actually an artist, so he's experienced job loss before.
haven't we all?
What do you mean don't even get them in the first place? So it's all right. But mate, tell me, what's your sort of style? I mean, country, Western?
Yeah, it's sort of that Americana sort of thing, but I sort of try and make it a little bit more Australian suburby. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I do enjoy country music, but you know, I live in pretty much in the middle of Ipswich here, so you know, I don't have cattle or a truck. Or,
But you're only going
all
to
that sort of
2
stuff
minutes
and-
up the road, mate.
Yeah,
You've got cattle.
I can go and look at it. I can go and see it all.
yeah.
But yeah, to try and write songs from that perspective, it doesn't feel
doesn't feel right.
genuine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like I'm kind of faking it a little bit. Yeah. So it's, you know, most of what I do is kind of that suburban tinge sort of thing, like probably more in line with like that Paul Kelly sort of frame of thing, where it's, you know, it's. You know, I was born in Queanbeyan, which is kind of Ipswich to Canberra, right? And then lived in Werribee for a long time, which is like Ipswich to Melbourne, like that. So the Ipswiches of Australia is, you know, it's that kind of
the
working.
Ipswiches of Australia.
I love that. I love that
like
too. I love
the
that.
real sort of working class suburbs where like actual people live, not like what you see on TV and real estate agents. You know, it's like
that's really amazing.
How long have you been making music for?
A long time.
I would imagine so. But
I started playing guitar. It would have been 19 or something, and it was my first ever music teacher was actually Paul Kelly's sister. Was teaching at the high school. I was going to in
Really?
Werribee, yeah.
Where was she in Queanbeyan?
No, that was in Werribee, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It was high school there. She was a music teacher, and we had to do an assignment where we had to play a Nirvana song. And I was just handed a bass guitar, and it's like, well, that's what you're doing for the assignment. So that's how I started out. And then,
how cool is that?
And what year was that? High school or?
Yeah, that was high school. Probably would have been like year 9 or 10, maybe.
And is that fairly late to start playing?
Maybe for most. Yeah, a lot of people either sort of pick it up quite young, or I know come back to it later as a bit of a hobby, but. Yeah, it was kind of a good little social out for me because, like, being a RAF kid, we moved around a heap, so I was always the new kid at school.
That's right,
so.
because you lived in Ipswich back in the 90s.
Yeah, we were here in the early 90s, and then we moved
went
back.
away and come back.
So there was a bit of that.
So have you come back on your own, like obviously with
Well,
your own family sort of thing?
I was getting into a little bit of trouble down in Victoria, and then
Okay.
so we.
Is it one of these no pictures?
No. So
You have to
it
work
was-
out
Should
your
we
way.
get the mug shots out? Or?
It was more of that kind of like just being a high school nuisance kind of
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Nothing like
Glenn's
horrific,
experience,
but
though.
yeah, starting to fall into that sort of like wrong crowd area. So my parents decided to bring us back up here, and kind of been here since. So that was like
okay.
2000 I think. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
It's all in the newspaper story on the Ipswich Tribune when you read it this week. So
Yeah, but
yeah.
you should be listening to the Get
Absolutely
Your Arts in the
I should
Gear
actually,
podcast.
yeah, that's right. Listen to this first, then read the
Yeah.
whole story.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, if I want to get tickets to go to the show, what do I do?
Yeah, stevemondell.com.au. That's your best bet. Otherwise, the Civic Centre website's got it all on there
They
too.
got it all there.
Yeah,
And it's
Put it all below.
Saturday night, Fire Station 188.
Fire Station. No.
Studio
188.
Studio 188.
See, there's
Yeah.
too many venues for Civic Centre. Why do I have three
Yeah.
venues?
So Studio 188, doors open at about 7:30.
Yeah.
Acts are on from 8. Yeah.
And that's great. And it's just you performing?
It's myself, the Coonans, and a friend Remy will be on there as well doing some
there you go.
acoustic
How
stuff.
good.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a great night if you're into live music.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be
Well
it'll be a
done.
wonderful night. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Steve, thank you so much for coming along.
Yeah, no
And
dramas.
it only took me 8 times to get your last name right.
Yeah, but you got it right
But I
when it
got it
counted.
right.
Practice
Yeah.
makes perfect, man. Yeah.
It does. I'm so glad. And it's so, actually, we connected at the Ipswich Summit. So
Yeah, we did,
our
yeah.
Creators
Oh, good.
Summit. So, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, made some good contacts there. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
All
my
the best
pleasure.
for setup. All the best with the launch of the song,
Yeah,
Long
yeah,
Haul
yeah.
Flights. And
Make sure you send it to us as well. Can I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
say?
it's all streaming on all of the available streaming platforms too. It's
There you
all
go,
right.
mate.
So
You
I'll
have to-
rip it from there. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, just everyone else does.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's so true.
It does.
All right.
Oh, thank you very much,
Yeah,
mate.
no
and
worries.
all the
Thanks
best.
heaps. All right. Have we got another victim, have we?
We have. We've got another one coming in. As I said, there's so much happening in this town.
Okay. Well, let's just hope the flood doesn't affect it all. Appreciate it. We'll go back and get your arts in gear in a moment. Stay with us.
Part 3.